but Billy, you look so pretty, yes you do. Rainbow ain't got nothing on you. Hey dear Mr. B, don't you worry, don't you fret. I'll be there if you get lonely, even though we've never met, we'll start to fly.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Moonshadow Mystery channel. As always, I'm your rainbow-eyed bug pony host, Compound Eyes. Better known to you as Moonshadow Mystery the Changeling.
Moonshadow the Changeling. And today, we're continuing with Moonshadow Plays Fallout Equestria 3.
aka Fallout 3 with My Little Pony and Fallout Equestria mods. We're going to be continuing where we left off in the last video. The last video we actually finally finished the Them quest and did a little bit of free exploring around. Today we're going to be continuing. For those who are just now tuning in, we are playing Fallout... Whoa, what the heck? Ooh, sorry about that everybody. Sometimes that happens, I don't know why. I think it has something to do with the texture mod that gives my character the little Pip appearance and my companions their appearances. Real quick, let's take a look at what quests we have. We have Blood Ties. Those. Oh, that's right. It's Those, not Them. Them was the name of the movie Those was based on. And we haven't fully finished the quest. We did defeat all the ants. We still have to find Brian Wilkes a home. Now, I know where we got to go for that. The Replicated Man, which ties into Fallout 4. Let's see, Tenpenny Tower, the Superhuman Gambit. Now, if we go ahead and find our father before going to Galaxy News Radio, instead of getting information on our dad from the great and powerful Three Dog, bow wow. Instead, kids, what you'll get is some information, which in the wasteland is a valuable commodity, especially if it has to do with a stash of pre-war goodies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Then let's see, we can do Aiding the Outcast, which ties into the Operation Anchorage DLC, Not of This World, which ties into the Homeworld Zeta DLC, Into the Pit, which of course is the Pit DLC. Local Flavor, which ties into Point Lookout. So we got a lot we can do. I think, though, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and do those. We're fairly low level still. We're only, I believe it said level 7. We're almost level 8. But we need to get to Rivet City anyway. Now, we could help Moira Brown more, and we probably should. There's a number of side quests here we can get into. Real quick, let me see what gear we've got. We're in our Armored 101. We haven't gotten our power armor training yet. Operation Anchorage is good for that. There's also a number of things that I have never successfully done in Operation Anchorage. Wait a minute, I think I actually do have the perk for power armor training. I used it, I kind of cheated it in order to get it, that way we could make use of a lot of stuff we already had. And that I spawned in early, at the very beginning, when I was creating the character. So, sorry about that. Let's see, damage resistance 21, 8. Alright, we're going to swap to combat armor. And now, weapons real quick. Like I said, we're fairly low level, and Rivet City is down in some major super mutant territory. We do have some excellent weapons that can benefit us. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to allocate grenades and mines to like the right bumper like we can in Fallout 4, so I'll have to remember to swap out periodically. Probably should have put that up. We do have plenty of railway spikes for a rifle, so that's probably the one we're going to stick with. Holy cow, whoa! Our health is not as high up as I was hoping it would be.
Welcome to Megaton. Enjoy your stay.
Now, I know that there is a rock, I believe, right up here. No? Where was it? It was a hollowed out rock somewhere nearby. There's actually a similar location in... Sorry. Coughing a lot today. Pollen count's been a little high. I'm trying to remember where this hollowed out rock is at. But there's an area in Fallout 4 that's the same, and I know in Fallout New Vegas, these rocks are marked. I don't believe they are here. I may have to find it later. Inside the rock, I was going to show everybody, and that, very annoying, was a little stash of gear that could have come in handy. But it's alright, we don't necessarily have to have it. Well, let's keep going. There in the distance you can see the Washington Memorial and the DC Capitol building. Okay. Got us some big old mole rat. Now I've said it before in previous Let's Plays, I love this version of the MLP Companion mod so much better than the one that's in the Fallout New Vegas one that I've been playing, because they get the looks just right, all the color palettes are right, and they're voiced. Now, might not all the dialogue is perfect, but it is definitely enjoyable. Alright, that was a rad scorpion. This was a little one. Like, we're not high enough level to worry about too many of the giants or even the albinos yet, thankfully. But the venom and even the little ones at our current state is pretty potent. Now, we're supposed to be heading, southeast, more or less, to Rivet City. We'll be passing through a few areas that we've been... I don't recall if I've actually explored everywhere here. I don't think these are actually doors. They look like... No, they're not. Let's say this area didn't seem all that familiar. There's a big gate here, so since we're heading this way, sort of heading this way anyway, let's take a look inside so we can find anything useful. Well, a steam gauge assembly, that'd be nice if we were going to make another one of these railway rifles. Or if we were even going to make the junk jet. Let's keep looking around. The sewer waste station. Okay, I believe I know about where this ties into. Let's take a look at it on our map just to be sure here. Alright, it's actually taking us to Great Ditch to talk to this kid. I thought we'd already spoken to him. I know we gotta go to Rivet City in order to find for that to be his safe haven home. But we may not have triggered that part just yet. Which is the whole reason we're going this way. Hopefully we won't have any issues with crashing or anything. We'll have to keep our eyes on them because I believe I killed all the ants, but at the same time, I don't want to jump to that conclusion. Okay, Pinkie Pie. Now, as bad as you can never tell if they're on which floor they're on.
I hope you found me a place to live. Well, Papa always told me about my... Papa called the...
Alright, now I know where Rivet City is. We've not been to it in this playthrough. But again, I've played this game a few different times. I've done a few different playthroughs. I almost always go with the same style. I say almost always because this is the exception to the rule. We're doing it as best as we can as Little Pip, which is why we're paying especially close attention to karma choices, equipment, and things of that nature. The pit is going to be especially interesting if we try and do it like the events in Fallout Equestria. Again, I loved that story, as gritty as it was. That's part of why I loved it. I really connected with it. It was just an awesome, all-around, well-written story. You can definitely tell it was written before Twilight ascended to princess status. And that doesn't hurt it in any way, shape, or form, in my opinion. Okay. Like I said, you can tell it was written before Twilight's ascension. And that's alright, because sometimes these stories are best if they divert from the show canon. Because then they can stand on their own and operate within their own rules. And that actually makes them more compelling. Because they're not just trying to be a cookie cutter parallel. It can really be viewed more as the more adult MLP in that way. Okay, this is door to outpost. I have no idea what this place is. We're going to save real quick just because I don't know. I don't remember if I've ever explored this place before. Now, I don't know. There's a number of these Wastelander marked ghouls who are just always hostile. There's never really any explanation given as to why they are. My suspicion is that they're already on the verge of going feral. Or they've been abused so severely by other Wastelanders that they've just decided they have it, forget it, it's not worth being nice no more, and that this is just how they are, and holy crap, there was a super mutant in here. Well, that might explain some things. Aha. That would have blown up in my face. Now, ooh, mini nuke. Awesome. Now our fat man we have, which I believe we put into storage, won't be completely useless. Now this is marked as a very hard lock, and I don't know why. There doesn't appear to be anything in here. Like, there doesn't even appear to be loot in there. So I'm assuming that I was supposed to come here during a quest. Oh, excuse me. Which I have not yet reached. But on the plus side, we have a laser rifle and some microfusion cells. Unfortunately, our repair skill is not yet high enough for it to be useful. We'll have to remember we've found this place now and try and remember that it's southeast of Grey Ditch, or southwest of Grey Ditch. This is part of why I like replaying a lot of the Fallout games. I know Fallout 3 is not everyone's favorite. And I can understand it. It is a very kind of depressing tone to it. DC was one of the major cities prior to the war. That's why the damage here is so severe. It was heavily targeted by the Chinese during the American Sino Wars and the Great War. So when the bombs dropped, it got hit hard. Okay, that was a raider, okay. That's no surprise. Problem is, because we went the way we did, we're having to circle around a lot. That just means it's going to take a little longer to get where we're actually going. There are a number of places to explore around here. In fact, I believe that the actual entrance to the Operation Anchorage DLC and quest is here. Are nearby. I'm not entirely certain where though. Just like I'm not entirely certain as to what's going on right here. Ah, we have found... I'm trying to remember what the name of the place is. I'm going to have to walk over to it. But there is a quest involved here. As a matter of fact, the same quest exists in the story of Fallout Equestria. Very little was actually changed for it. It is really a dark story. A dark quest in the Fallout Equestria story itself. Here, it's just kind of so-so. Yeah, the Red Racer Factory. I'm not going to spoil what happens in Fallout Equestria. We may come back here at a later time and do that. Go in and explore. The problem with doing it right now is we are, again, low level. And we would be really heavily outgunned. If we were to try it right now. Oh, jeez! I had to be sure on that one. Oh, that worked. I was mainly just trying to make sure he didn't hit me with that missile launcher again. Whew. Now, surprisingly, we didn't take as much damage as I thought we would. Ooh, but we did get handy flamethrower recipes. We'll have to read that in order to get rid of the weight and get the bonus. Flamer fuel. Nice. Aw. What is our lockpick status? Really? I'm slacking. Little Pip's supposed to be like one of the best lockpick people, and even that I'm not high enough. I'll have to remember this is near Red Racer. But on the bright side though, and this is actual iguana on a stick. Not even joking, that's... My guess is these are actually probably newly hatched deathclaw babies who's turned this way, because there's no reason for wild iguanas to exist in this part of the country. Especially after the bombs dropped. How they did so being relatively unmutated, and why we don't find more of them, I have no idea. But this is a nice little spot for us to bunker down. Well, this is Fallout 3, so I should be able to do this. Get a couple hours shut-eye. And yes, instant health boost. Oh, and we have a Lone Wanderer motorcycle. Mine, it doesn't actually get called the Lone Wanderer motorcycle until Fallout 4. But I love them. I love the fact that they're a nice homage to the Harley-Davidson Motorcycle Company, as well as Indian motorcycles. Two of my absolute favorite American-made ones. I am highly disappointed, though, by how the current trade wars, aka the real-life resource wars, is affecting them with tariffs and whatnot, but it is what it is. Man, I keep having the issue that I'm trying to sprint, and I keep forgetting this is Fallout 3, not 4, so I can't use AP points to, you know, run. Now, we're actually not too far distance from the Nuka-Cola factory. We're not going to go to it, but I want to see if maybe we can spot it in the distance. I don't think we can. There's a number of spots we're actually near, but I don't want to go to just yet. Okay, they just had a baseball bat. Now, there it is. Yeah, if we wanted to do the Operation Anchorage DLC, this is the door we'd have to go to. Bailey's Crossroads. It would actually take us to the Outcasts Outpost. Now mind, this is a different division of the Brotherhood Outcasts than the one we interact with in the main wasteland. I don't know if they're defectors or if they're just separated and doing their own thing. But I don't think anything you do with the main outcasts affects their dialogue. At least it never did in my console playthrough. But that could have easily changed, because it's been a good little while since I played it on console. I believe ahead is the Nuka-Cola factory. And there are a couple of things hidden through here. Some of them require a bit of patience. Come on, you bag-headed nut job. Oh, where'd that shot come from? How'd you sneak around me? Do not worry, it is but a flesh wound. You know, she was an adventurer once. Then she took a rail spike to the knee. Ha ha ha. Thank you for grabbing your knee, Raider. It made the joke all that funnier. There we go. we could go into the Nuka-Cola plant, but that place is filled with Nuka-Works, and they are way, way too strong for our current level. Awesome. We can boost our lockpick skills now. We're going ahead and boost them quite a bit. We've got 10 points left we can allocate. So we're going to put 5 into speech. Excuse me. 3 into melee and 2 in explosives just to get them all rounded out. And now we have our choice of new perks. We gotta pick very carefully here though. See, rad resistance will be very useful in the long run. Size matters, don't really need it yet. Gun nut would be beneficial. For now though, I think we're gonna go with rad resistance because that's the most useful one of them at our current level. I'm sorry I'm not being a little more energetic. I'm mainly just trying to focus, make sure I don't get ganged up on. Because we are in some heavy raider territory right now. And what makes it worse is I know that the Talon Company, every so often...
Been rather busy lately. Asking
Whoa,
questions,
who are you?
Investigating. So is that it? Or do you have some kind of personal grudge against an innocent android who's...
Okay, we have a number of options. We're gonna go with the most little pet one, because all we did is come across a holotape. We don't even know what this one was after.
Am I? You haven't talked to someone lately about a missing ant. I belong to a movement that has taken... Fine. Blow me off. Live in denial. But don't ask. Tell him the android is dead.
Okay. She just gave me a quest component for a quest we've not even received yet, so... I don't know if there's a bug with the quest because of some of the mods we have, or if just getting the holotape was enough. Okay, we're going to avoid hitting the Enclave iBot, or Sprite bot, since we're doing this Fallout Equestria. What the crap? Oh no, not again. No, don't you dare. I hate it when that happens. Okay. Now, I don't know why these ants are here. Like, I legitimately don't know. I don't remember them being found this far from the main colony. But then again, that colony was fire ants, and these are standard ants. So, there could be, I don't think there's another ant queen, but there could be. I don't remember there being one. We found the flooded metro, and that location is necessary in order to make your way around to other spots. It's also real tricky to navigate because there are mirelurks down there. And, oh crap, we're really in some heavy raider territory right now. We're going to be extra careful if we can help it. Well, so much for that. Holy crap, what did they do? If I hurt you, do you not bleed? Okay, we unintentionally got the attention of this area's raider boss, and my controller just died on me. I'm going to try and avoid that happening. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt our recording, because I got to plug in the charger cable in order to try and... Oh crap. You may have just heard a thud. That was something else that was on the same shelf that my controller cable was on that I just knocked into the floor like an idiot. Now, I don't know how these guys got out as fast as they did. Ah, that's how. Okay, come on, come on. Yeah, well, let's see me miss at this close a range. You know, I say that, but that has happened before. I shouldn't have even joked about it, because the odds are it would have happened. Finger, Chinese sword. I love the Chinese Tao swords. They are very nice. Another missile for our collection. Well, since we have defeated the big raider boss from right here, we can loot their encampment stash fairly easily. And there is plenty to want to loot around here, if I remember correctly. Lunchbox not really important, unless of course you want to do bottle cap mines. Personally, I think that's a waste of bottle caps, but all the materials are here. See, I need that. And if we wanted a missile launcher, there's one right there. Now there's plenty other stuff for us to raid through. Couple of busted up motorcycle parts. So if you wanted to create a shish kebab, a good little collection of components. I'm surprised we actually managed to get here and get through here as quickly and easily as we have. But I am not complaining about it because, again, number of useful loot around here, including ammo, mines, miscellaneous scrap and junk which can be used for crafting, or if you have the junk jet, used for ammunition. Like they say, you've not truly lived in the wasteland if you've not used a junk jet to kill a raider with a teddy bear. It is not as easy as they like to make it sound, though. Crap. Now we're getting closer to Rivet City. And we're not all that far off from it, I don't think. We're actually close to the dot to point lookout, which is, if I'm being perfectly honest, it would probably be too high a level for us at only level 8. However, if any of you out there want to see me tackle one of the previously mentioned DLCs, either Operation Anchorage, Mothership Zeta, Point Lookout, or the Pit, let me know in the comment section which DLC you want me to tackle first. As many of you know, on our Fallout New Pegasus playthrough, we're doing Old World Blues presently. My last episode of that we did. We had, unfortunately, a number of issues. Well, not really a number of issues. What happened was it froze. I'm not certain as to why it froze, but it froze. And it did so while we were exploring the X8 facility. We'll be continuing with that soon. If you haven't seen, well, in the near future anyway, if you haven't seen the new Pegasus videos yet, I recommend doing them. So it's we're not doing it like Blackjack would. I've not read Project Horizon, which is the Blackjack story. I wish I had. I know it's supposed to be really good. It's just not something we've gotten around to yet. Alright, we're nearing the Talon Company mark, and we're also nearing the Citadel. There's SWAT weapons, because really, who am I kidding here? Where's my victory rifle? One shot, one kill! But yeah, if you've not seen the new Pegasus videos yet, go check them out. The DLC is a little more structured than my general playthrough. You're going to notice a little bit of bugginess in that for the main playthrough with the outside of the DLC. But feel free to go check it out. I have a thing going right now where I want my viewers to let me know if they want me to do some of the more monotonous things on screen, or if they want me to just get it done so they can see the results. Hold on. Come on. That's just to help speed up the process. And who shot me? Alright, hold on everybody. We're going to have to be careful. Right as I say, we're going to have to be careful I die. Oh, that's not good. That's going to put us back. Oh god, that's going to put us back quite a ways, isn't it? Yeah. That put us back quite a bit, which means we lost a lot of loot in the process. Alright, hold on everyone. This is going to mean we're not going to get any of the rewards. We're going to go ahead and just fast travel to the Citadel and cut straight across. It's not going to make any of this any easier, really, in the long run. But, you know, it's got to be done. And we're going to be very quiet and careful here to not instigate the raiders. Now there is an area right near here that I've not really properly explored before. I know of it, but I've never done it. It involves NPC affectionately dubbed the Birthday Party Ghoul. Okay, I don't know who's throwing grenades, but they are OP'd. So much for the health bonus we had, huh? Alright. Let me swap weapons, because the railway rifle is not helpful at all at the moment. Now, we could have swam, but I don't think I've got enough right-of-way to deal with it. I mean, because that's quite a wide channel when you really stop and consider the bank over there to the bank over there. We are going to have other issues, though, because we're entering some majorly super mutant heavy territory. And the path we're following is actually connected to the main story itself. Is there an NPC here that I'm not seeing? Oh, must be underneath us. I would jump down there, but I think it'd kill me. We'll probably run into him shortly. Boy, am I glad he can't hit. The are not very good aims for the most part. Not at a distance, at least. Sweet Lord. Again, whichever one of those mirrors who's doing that, it's overkill. Alright, this is taking longer to get to Rivet City than I expected it would. Of course, I didn't expect to die either. Makes a big difference. And I believe I mentioned this prior. There are like 3 different types of centaurs. You have the East Coast's typical style centaur, and you do find these on the West Coast too, or at least in the Mojave. But the actual true West Coast centaur has 2 heads. Okay, that was weird. But yeah, the West Coast Super Mutant Centaur has 4 heads. Not 4 heads, 2. Sheesh. The reason for this is because of the process used to make centaurs. I'm not going to go into detail on that just now. I can probably make a mini lore myths and theories video out of it later if that's what anyone wants me to do. We could get the next set of rad resistance, which will benefit us. But I think what we're going to do is strong back, because we keep finding all kinds of gear. Some of it much more useful than others. And all that weight adds up. We're going to double back in a second, but there was a friendly blip that kept popping up as we were crossing the bridge. I just want to walk up here real quick just to see what it might have been. If it's even still over here. And goody goody gumdrops, I think we found ourselves a merchant.
Yeah?
Oh, thank heavens. I mean, she doesn't repair a whole lot, but a little bit of repairing is better than none. Okay, we're going to get the grenade mines.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Okay, that was worth going out of the way for. I'm not saying that sarcastically, that was legitimately worth it. My own repair skill is not very good, and I generally didn't have the materials to repair anything that had to be repaired. So that was just a very lucky turn of events. The problem we're going to have now is that the road, in the literal and metaphorical sense, is not going to get any easier. In fact, if I remember correctly, it's only going to get harder. Because we're going to have to go through a lot more super mutant territory. And then, even once we're through there, we're going to probably going to start seeing mirelurks. We've already seen some before, but just in the general consensus, we are nowhere near strong enough to deal with them in any capacity. Like they'll pretty much shrug everything we can throw at them off. So right about now, I wish I'd already gone through the Operation Anchorage DLC, because the Fallout 3 Chinese stealth suit has the built-in functionality of being able to go stealth, which I really wish I had just now. Because like I said, these super mutants are all over the place. And they're going to level with us anyway, but we are nowhere near the right level to contend with them. We're just going to swap to our terrible shotgun. Like I said, we could risk going ahead and flushing them out, clearing this space. We're not really at the high enough level to do so effectively. Only downside of having especially in Fallout 3, of having so many companions, is you don't get the experience. They fixed that in later Fallout games, but Fallout 3, if your companions got a kill, you didn't get jack. Like, see, I didn't get nothing for that one either. And I'm pretty sure I got the finishing below. I believe there is supposed to be a secret entrance into this place via a sewer grate of some sort. We're actually near Rivet City. We're actually going to be... We're going down here because I think I remember there being something down this road. I don't remember exactly what it was. Rivet City, as you can see, is formed out of an old aircraft carrier, which basically makes it two separate areas divided by which half. This half is notoriously dangerous. Thankfully, I don't think we have the ability to get into it just yet anyway, which is fine. But I'm not seeing what I thought was over here, so I may have been mistaken. Seems like the only thing useful over here is the... well, is this. Yeah, someone, I guess being a jerk, set it into motion and it locked it. I think there is a certain degree we can go over that way. There's not really anything there. I think I explored it a little bit in a previous playthrough. Didn't really let me get very far. We're almost an hour in anyway, so once we get into Rivet City, we'll probably call this a day, and we'll spend the next episode exploring a little bit. We're going to take a risk real quick, though, so I can show you... Like, there are actually two entrances. One of them is hidden underwater. This is your primary entrance into this half of Rivet City. Now, when I first played this game, I saw all kinds of mirelurks swimming around down here. For some reason, I'm not right now. I don't know why. Yeah, see, this requires a master lock ability to get in that way. To get in the other way requires patience, a good sense of direction, and a die-hard conviction, because it is a very dangerous way to go. But if you want to get in sooner rather than later, it is your best option. Fair warning to those who haven't tried it yet, that same quote-unquote best option is also full of mirelurks, and the higher your level, the more dangerous they are. Now I believe we have a caravaner right up ahead. That is good for us. Good, good, good. And we're nearing Rivet City. Come on, come on, come on. Hey. Come here, come here, come here.
Welcome, welcome. My name is Crow, and I travel the land offering vestments of protection. You bear the look of one who is haunted, but I am proud to say that my way... Yes?
Okay, he's got a little bit better... We're just going to go in and repair that extra 2%.
Have a look. See if anything calls out to you.
Now, all he sells is armor. That may not seem very useful, but since we are wearing combat armor, I don't think we have a combat helmet yet. That does make him worth stopping at.
Give me a shout if you need anything.
Now, we can potentially get him as part of our own little caravan group if we decide to do that. Down here is supposed to be, and I don't see him. Might be up on the next floor. Right here somewhere is supposed to be another one of those people who's dying of dehydration. Sorry. Here he is.
Please. Please help me. I need water. I'm dying.
Like I said, we're doing everything the way Little Pip would want to do it.
Someone, please. Water.
Alright, hold on just a sec, everybody. As I activate the security comm.
Please wait.
Now, I'm not sure how they came about reading that post-war, because I don't think that is a pre-war thing. It is an impressive feat of engineering either way.
Hold it right there. State your business in and who might your... You keep up this... All right. You can go...
Yeah,
on.
Harkness comes off as a bit of an a-hole. A little bit of a spoiler right here. He is the synth, the android that that lady who stopped us before was talking about. And it all ties into the other half of Rivet City. And we are after hours, aren't we? Yep, we are. No, we're before hours. Rivet City Market doesn't open until... excuse me. I believe it's 9 o'clock. And there are a number of excellent shops here. The higher certain stats are, the better for you. But we're going to end today's video right here in the Rivet City Market. Thank you... Oh, wait, no, we're not just yet. Sorry. Because there's someone we need to find real quick, and I believe she's right around here. Not you, lady, name of Vera something.
Yes, Mom.
Ship here? Nope. No, wait, I know where she's at. We are on the right path, though. I want to get this out of the way right here, right now. Just so we can move on. Well, where is Vera Weatherly?
Welcome to the Weatherly.
No, we don't want to do that because we do not want to entice everyone here. I was really hoping she was there so we could get this out of the way. For now, I guess let's go back out here. Hop on down. Yeah, I don't know what's causing that problem. Anyone with a solution, please message me in the comments. Anyways, everyone, thanks for joining in the Moonshadow Mystery channel. If you liked today's episode of Moonshadow Plays Fallout Equestria 3, let me know in the comment section down below what you liked about it, and show your support with a great big high 5 on that like button. If you're a fellow Baroni like us and you tuned in because you're a fan of Fallout Equestria or My Little Pony, show your fandom support with a bro hoof in the comments. For those who don't know how to bro hoof, it is a forward slash with an outward with a right outward parentheses. If you didn't like it, that's okay. Applebuck the dislike button and let us know in the comments what you didn't like about the episode and what you think we can do to improve it for future episodes. As I previously stated, let me know in the comments where you want to see us go from here in the next episode, the next playthroughs, so that we can keep this series going and keep it interesting. As always, if you're new to the channel and not sure what you think about us just yet, or just curious what else we have to offer, click my name with the video description down below. Of course, if you've been coming here for a while, think you're ready to take the dive, join the Rainbow-Eyed Hive, tap that subscriber button, and don't forget to ring-a-ding-ding the notification bell icon so you can receive up-to-the-minute notifications sent to your email or mobile device when new content is available. Stay tuned to the end credits or check the video description down below for other ways you can be involved with us here on the channel, including our official Patreon page. Now, we're still trying to find ways, other ways of rewarding our Patreon supporters besides the usual ones. If you want to know what rewards offers there are, again, stay tuned to the end credits because I usually include a little look-see into that at the end. Or you can go check the Patreon page itself. Feel free to leave any suggestions there on the page or here on what potential rewards for Patreon supporters you think might be good to have, or that you might like to see.
We don't get fresh water soon. We'll all end.
Of course, if you have any fan art, either of the content we've covered here on the channel, or of myself and my OCs, that you'd like to submit, that you'd like to be featured in the end credits of a future video, submit them to one of the links provided down below. Be sure to include a link to the original, as well as a name we can associate it with. That way nobody gets left behind and everyone gets properly accredited. That being said, please be sure to accredit whoever owns the original content, just so that nobody gets in trouble. That, my friends, is all the time we have for today. Have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and a great weekend ahead, depending on when you get around to seeing today's video. And as always, remember, don't go changing for anyone but yourselves. We hope to see you right back here, same changeling time, same changeling channel, when we get out of the hay and into the fray once again.